In part 1, we created photorealistic renders from sketches. In this part, we're going to explore CMF, color, materials, and finish, using a reference image and then targeting edits instead of just regenerating everything from scratch. This is part 2. My name is Alon. We're going to use Weavy.ai. Let's dive in. The second part over here is a way for you to experiment with CMF. Let's look at color, material, and finish, and we can think about it as a way for us to grab one of this CMF mood board elements. So basically saying, okay, how would my product look like if I would use that kind of CMF? So in this case, we're passing in 2 images. The first one, again, is your sketch. So I'm passing it through the router and bringing it over here. The second image that I'm passing it in is one of this CMF images. In this case, we could either use this one. If I want to change it to something else, let's say this one, I can just connect it to the router and it would pass it as the second image of the CMF. In this block, you can see that I'm again using a prompt, transform this illustration into a hyper-realistic photograph using the exact product. So basically the same, but in this case, use the materials, finish, and colors references from the additional images to define the product surface and appearance. So what we're doing over here is basically passing in the sketch as the first image and then passing in the CMF example as the second image. And we can see that we get very interesting results such as these or these. Again, benchmarking both Nano Banana Pro versus Seedream V4.5. What should I do if I want to correct just something? I don't want to regenerate the whole image. I just want to fix something. And I think, again, if you build upon the image that you started with, you could also use another additional node, which is called Painter. Painter gives you the option of passing in an image to Painter. And then, as suggested by the name, you can paint over it and annotate over your image. So in this case, I'm passing in the image. You can see that I circled over here and created this arrow. And then basically passing in a prompt and an image to Nano Banana saying, change the material of this part, which is circled in red, to black plastic and remove the red marks. And we can see that Nano Banana Pro actually did exactly what I wanted it. So changing just that part, so fixing just part of the image, and then removing all the marks so I can get the final image as I want it. That's it for part 2. In this part, we explored CMF and I showed you how to target and edit using the Painter node. In part 3, we're going to visualize your sketch from multiple angles and then turn it into a 3D model. See you in part 3.